From our mics
Test.
to your ears.
The latest update we got is
23 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday. It's Thursday, Robin. You made it.
Yeah.
Made it to Thursday. We don't have our guest on the phone, but you were just talking to his people. I don't know.
Yep, the conferencing operator.
He might be out in San Francisco. So you know how things are out there.
I know.
Yeah, what's 10 minutes? What's
exactly.
If you're 10 minutes late and you only have a 10-minute interview, what difference does it make?
Exactly.
Anyway, we're looking forward to hearing from him. He is known by his fans as Dr. Frank. His real name is Frank Portman, and obviously a guy who uses his talents in more than one way. I don't know the band, the Mr. T Experience, but apparently they were pretty popular back in the 1980s. He himself is a singer, songwriter, and guitarist, and obviously a very talented author as well. The book that we are going to talk about, if he calls in, is called King Dork, approximately the sequel to King Dork. And the King Dork, the first book, came out in 2006. So I guess 9 years between the first book and this book or so, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we're looking forward to hearing about this. It sounds like the protagonist is named Tom Henderson. Am I right about that? Yeah, I think
yes.
I think so.
Yep.
Anyway, so it's getting rave reviews, and they're saying brilliant and funny and side-splitting and all kinds of great comments about it. So we're looking forward to talking to him about his music and his book, but we don't have him on. By the way, during the veteran show, we had in the studio. It was quite an honor to have him in the studio, Dr. Wells, and I can't remember his full title. I wrote it down somewhere. Former. What did I do with my notes here?
Oh, I don't know.
Former assistant. Here it is. He is the former Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense, and he was talking about the new technology that enables you to have information at your right there for your doctor.
Here he is.
Your vitals have been taken, I guess, through the device. And I just want to mention that I saw that device. Which one?
I know. I saw the bottom one first, and then the other one lit up.
Okay.
So we'll give it a...
Okay, we'll just go to the line. We're going straight to the air, so I apologize to our guest. I wanted to make sure we get as much time in as possible, though.
The conference is now being recorded.
Okay. The conference is now being recorded. Good morning, you there?
Hey there.
Hey, who is this? Is this
Frank?
Frank?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Frank.
Oh, good.
Well, this is Larry and Robin. Good to have you on our show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sorry we didn't have a chance to chat with you off the air, but because in the interest of time, I thought we'd go straight to it. So we have become an instant Frank Portman fan, not only through your book, but also through the work you've done way before we ever knew about you. I mean, we just didn't know you were doing all this stuff with the Mr. T Experience, but we were checking you out yesterday. How did this happen? We were thinking, well, this is a guy who uses his creative juices in more than one way. And obviously, you had a hit book back in, is it 2006?
That's right.
Where did the idea come from?
Well, I mean, first of all, that's very nice of you to say all that stuff. I'm blushing. But, I've been writing these songs that basically are songs of adolescent angst and frustration for many, many years. And a literary agent who was a fan of the songs suggested that I write a novel with the same sensibility of the songs. So he thought it could work. I was skeptical, but I gave it a shot, and it did work. And that's how I became an author, and it launched the literary career that I'm trying to sustain now.
Well, it's a great transition, I think. I think your fans probably are on the same page as you are.
Oh yeah, I mean, I look at them as basically part of the same thing. You know, there's a continuum there. They songs and the books, I mean, they complement each other. And I think the people who've been following my songwriting, instantly grasp that. And I have as many people have asked me to sign albums as books these days, and so it's a nice.
Well, that is cool. That is cool.
Universe of creative things.
Tell us who Tom Henderson is.
Tom Henderson is a socially unsuccessful teenager. He's in the first book, King Dork. He's 14 in his first half of his per year, and then the King Dork approximately picks up in the second semester when he turns 15, and he is. The first book is a little bit of a pseudo-mystery. His father is dead under suspicious circumstances. He's trying to solve that, trying to navigate the terrors of high school, sort of by means of exploring his father's collection of books and also with inept attempts at rock and roll. And the second, in King Dork approximately, he goes to a different school, and so he has the opportunity to try to pass as normal to a degree, and he has some potential love interests that come into play because of that, and that he mostly bungles as happens in real life.
So 9 years passed between the two books. Did you? I mean, you obviously became 9 years older. Was it hard for you to get back into that mindset?
You know, everybody asks that. Everybody wonders that. I wondered that too. But part of the challenge for me was. It's not interesting unless it's a challenge. Is I decided I was going to pick up the second after the previous one ended and see what I could do with it. And in fact, once I started, Tom Henderson feels like a real guy to me. And once I started writing from his point of view, it just that was the easy part.
You know, the part for me is that sounds like me. I mean, I was the dork of dorks. I found an old picture of myself from those years, and I said, "Oh my goodness!" So I can relate to that very much. So, Frank, how do we get the book?
Well, they're available everywhere. Books are sold. All your local bookstore, all the online retailers. You should be able to find it. It's pretty easy to find. But if anyone has any trouble, they can contact me through frankportman.com. I'd be happy to do that. Yeah.
frankportman.com. Frank, it's an honor. I sure wish we had more time with you today. But good luck with everything, and you're always welcome back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. We're learning this morning who's up for Oscar honors in Hollywood. Nods for Best Actor going
Steve
to
Carell in Foxcatcher, Bradley Cooper in American Sniper, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game, Michael Keaton in Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, and Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything.
Birdman and Grand Budapest Hotel getting 9 nominations each, including Best Picture. They'll be competing in that category with Boyhood, Whiplash, The Theory of Everything, The Imitation Game, American Sniper, and Selma. The father of an Ohio man charged with plotting to blow up the U.S. Capitol, defending his son, Christopher Lee Cornell.
I believe he was coerced in a lot of ways.
Cornell's charges include the attempted killing of a U.S. government official.
Fox's Anna Koyman. And new U.S.-Cuba trade and travel rules taking effect tomorrow. Fox News. We report, you decide.